During the Xbox Game Show, a brand new trailer for Destiny 2 Beyond Light showcasing some of the Stasis abilities was released. In this Destiny 2 video, we are going to be checking out some of these brand new Stasis abilities, along with some of the implications this has for affecting the dynamics of the game. Hey gamers, Kevin Scrimmer here at Scrimmer Games, and welcome to Gamers Reality. Let's get right into it. In this shot we can see a brand new zone with an NPC up ahead. Kinda looks like the Drifter, but it could be my imagination. We see an ice fallen with some badass ice frost swords. The Bungie logo is encased in ice. And look at this beautiful area. 3 guardians are riding their sparrows. Looks like there's a little ramp right there as well. And the background is gorgeous. Look at this rainbow wave bubble thing over here. Whatever you want to call it. Looks really good. 3 guardians walking to a pyramid. There's that little hut we saw earlier, and the NPC is still there. Some fallen ships. Inside a fallen ship, we've all seen that before. This screenshot here makes it almost look like Io is encased in ice, but these are just the same Vex structures we've seen on Io. Could explain the Vex presence in this area. And there's a brand new Titan Super. Looks like a Titan Slam, but it's an Ice Titan Slam. Looks like the ice structures extend pretty far. Not sure how long these ice structures stay on the field, or how much damage it takes to destroy them. Could also use these to block a path from enemies. This is really awesome here, an ice grenade that creates a platform on a wall that you can jump on. Not sure if this is just one grenade that creates a platform, or a grenade that has multi-use. Maybe if you throw it on the ground it creates a wall. Maybe if you throw it on a wall it creates a platform. And we know Bungie loves platforming. Here's a Hunter Super. He throws an ice pick at this gigantic mech, and it looks like it creates a pretty big AoE effect here. Another ice grenade, but this one slows enemies, then freezes them in place, then you can just destroy them. Here's one of the ice grenades being shown in PvP. You can just throw this thing under you, it'll bounce you up in the air. And we know hunters love being in the air. But it also creates a wall, so it has multi-uses. So if enemies are chasing you, you can throw that down, ascend over the ice wall and escape, or if enemies are approaching, you can throw this down and create a ice wall blocking their path. After jumping up, he throws ice knives. It slows the players and just freezes them in place. That's going to be interesting to deal with in PvP. Can't imagine it's that easy to hit a player like that though. Here's what looks like a Warlock melee, I believe. Creates an ice staff and kind of throws a little grenade that freezes the fallen in place. Then the Titan comes in like Titans do and just obliterates them with a fist. Here's a descent when the enemies are already frozen and just breaking them in pieces. Here we see a Nova Bomb actually destroying the ice wall that was created there. Now they're melee, freezing the enemies. Here's what looks like some type of ice gun. Not sure if this is coming from the gun or a different player, or from the slide itself. Not sure if the impact kills them or the slide kills them there. Here's a Warlock Super with the staff. Looks like it creates a huge AoE effect and just freezes everything around the Warlock, and the enemies just instantly shatter. Here's what looks like a Titan Ice melee, so it freezes the enemy and just sends them flying. Here's some type of ice cannon weapon. This is most likely a grenade launcher. We can see some sort of ice tube going through this weapon. So that looks like to be one of the brand new stasis weapons. Remember, the stasis element applies to guns as well, not just abilities and supers. So along with enemies having Arc, Solar, and Void, we can see this enemy has a stasis shield, which is why the player is using a stasis weapon. Now they're fallen with some freaky ice swords. There's a Titan with a new ice grenade launcher, it looks like. The Warlock with his ice staff. And a Hunter slamming the ground with a ice knife, ice arrow, ice pickaxe, not sure what he's holding. Release date November 10th. So it'll be interesting to see some of these stasis abilities in PvP. So say you create an ice platform on a wall, not sure how long it stays there, but a player can be hiding on top of that platform. Maybe the enemy doesn't see you up there and you'll just get a surprise attack and kill them from above. An ice grenade that slows you down or freezes you. That can definitely be annoying in PvP to get hit by that. Basically seems like a free kill for the enemy if you get hit by that. I think the most game changing are going to be these ice walls. It's very similar to Valorant for anyone who played it or watched it before. Basically, a character has an ice ability where you can create an ice wall, you can go on top of the ice wall. It's great for blocking out areas, escaping. I think that's the one we're going to be seeing the most because it just has so many uses. Hey, there's a purple ice crystal floating there in the background up there. Not sure if that's part of an exotic quest or a mission. Anyway, this Titan Ice Super, if that's one-time use, I do not see that being used in PvP that often. If it's multi-use, then sure. This Hunter Super, Depending on the AoE effect, and it does look like it affects a pretty big area, might be one of the more popular ones, but I think the one new super we'll see the most of is this Warlock one here, especially if that's multi-use. Kind of like a Nova Bomb, but instead you go around freezing enemies and shattering them. A few more things to add. If you have an Xbox Game Pass subscription, you'll actually be able to access the Beyond Light DLC. So if you purchase the Beyond Light DLC on Xbox, you could ask for a refund if you want. I mean, if you plan on owning Game Pass, you probably don't need to purchase the DLCs. However, you will still have to purchase the seasons. Now personally, I play on both Xbox and PC, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to buy the Beyond Light DLC and seasons for PC, and that way I'll also be able to access the seasons on Xbox. And then I can just access the Beyond Light DLC on Xbox without having to buy it again. And of course, Bungie's hard at work optimizing this game for the Xbox Series X, which will mean 4K and 60 frames per second. However, I'm curious if we can get to a lower resolution like 1080p with more frames, so maybe like 120 frames or more. Which would you prefer? 1080, 120 frames or more, or 4K and 60 frames? Personally, in PvP, I would always go for more frames. In campaign missions, I would go with 4K. But raids, I would go for more frames in raids as well. And for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers, you can also stream Destiny 2 to your Android mobile via xCloud. So you can do raids with your buddies on your mobile phone. Yeah, that'll work out great. And imagine trying to play PvP on your phone. Lower frames, lower resolution, more difficult to control, more difficult to see. That would just be awful. Alright, that's going to be everything. Please give this video a quick like if you enjoyed it. The support helps out so much. Comment down below. I want to hear your favorite Stasis ability and your least favorite Stasis ability. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content and other video game content. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Peace.